Hello and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial we're gonna do this stitch. Well, it's called the cross stitch. If you like this stitch, but I will suggest this to have this look, you're gonna have to work in rounds. There is no other way to have this look. Yeah, you have to work in rounds, and it's like an X. It's not quite a cross, it's just an X. Well, I will suggest if you like this and you want to do it, make it with, do the work with a thick yarn. With the thin, it's not gonna come, it's not gonna pop this X. It's just not gonna pop. You have to put your glasses eventually or to look very close to it to see. With this stitch, you can chain any numbers of chain you like. Odd, even, it doesn't matter, you know. But you're gonna have to work in rounds. There is no other way to have that look. Okay, so you chain, I chain here, I don't even know, I think 14. So you're gonna make sure that the chain is straight, you know, and then you're gonna turn it like this, and then on top of the chain, on the face, let's say the flat side, you're gonna put your crochet hook into the last chain, and then you're gonna take the yarn and you're gonna grab the yarn and pull the yarn through that chain, the last chain, and loop from the, let's say, this stitch here. So now you're gonna chain one, and in the chain that you joined, the last chain, you're gonna go in there. And now, instead of doing the way we do the crochet, you know, the single crochet, we put the yarn over the hook. Well, with this one, you're gonna have to go on top of the yarn and then pull the yarn through the loop. And when you pull this one, you pull like you never pulled before. You pull it high, yeah? So then you take the yarn and pull the yarn through those two loops. And then you move to the next chain and you do the same. You introduce your crochet hook in there and you put the hook over, yeah, the hook should be on top of the yarn, and then you're gonna pull the yarn. It's very uncomfortable, I don't like this style, but this one you're gonna have to pull this second loop, pull high. This is the loop that the second one that's gonna do that X, and then you pull the yarn through those two loops. And you go into the next chain, and again you put the crochet hook over your, the crochet hook should be on top of the yarn. So you pull a loop and you pull the yarn, and you move to the next one, and again you're gonna have to put like this, the crochet hook should be on top of the yarn, you know, when you grab the yarn, and you pull a tall loop, then pull the yarn to the two loops, and you're gonna do like this. Instead of doing the way we do with a single like this, then you're gonna have to go like this and pull the yarn, pull this loop high, and then do a single crochet. Yeah, I to be honest, I can leave it this, I don't care much for this. The taller you pull this loop, this one, the pronounced X is gonna be, you know. So you grab the yarn and pull the yarn through and you do like this. But I think with the thick yarn goes, goes faster, but the X is gonna be pronounced. With the thin yarn, but that's this loop, second loop, you're gonna have to make sure that it's, you know, tall enough. Otherwise, no, it's not gonna pop out the X. And also when you pull this, keep the tension here, keep the tension, and then like this, and then pull, you know. well, I can tell you, I can, you know, take it or leave it. Me, I can, what did I do? I put yarn over. I don't care much for this one. You pull high. And you do like this. So instead of going like this and pull the yarn, we have to put the crochet hook over the yarn and then pull the yarn. And you do like this. Yeah, but this one you're gonna have to work it in rounds if you want that X to pop out. Okay, so now we reach the end. Now we're gonna go into the first stitch here to join. So you go in there, pull up, you know, the yarn through that stitch and pull the yarn through that loop and then chain one. And then in the same stitch where you joined, you're gonna go in there and you're gonna start to do the stitch. And you move to the next stitch. Yeah, well, I personally don't like to work in rounds, but if you feel comfortable and you like this stitch, well, then give it a try. Yeah, it's important to pull this one high enough. Let's say maybe 2.5 higher than this one, the loop here, like this, and then do a single crochet and so on. Yeah, but I have to say, if you use this with a thick yarn, this will go really fast, this stitch. And the fact that you just go in each stitch and it's no need to chain odd or even, you know, particular. You just chain as many as you like. If you do a hat, then you're gonna chain as, you know, exactly the chains that will fit your head. Yeah, and you do like this. You go to the next. Again, you're gonna pull the yarn and then you're gonna join on top here. Well, it doesn't matter. When you join, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you can do it the normal way or whatever. And then you're gonna chain one and then you're gonna go back into the same stitch and then you're gonna start to do the stitch. It's gonna look like this, the joining part here, so you don't see many gaps. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do this row and then I'm gonna stop. So you, yeah, it's a little bit, you know, you go into the next stitch and then you put the hook over, you kind of rest it, and then you pull a loop. Yeah, you know, you can see the X's, but yeah, well, I don't care much for this stitch. Well, maybe because I don't like to work in rounds, maybe that's why. You do like this. And I want to reach the end and show you again to join. But this one goes really fast. Yeah, at some point, if you let your mind wander, you're gonna do the single crochet the normal way, instead of resting the hook over the yarn and then pulling the loop. So with this one, well, a little bit you have to be aware. Okay, so you go on to you reach the end, you're gonna go on top of the stitch here, pull up a loop and then pull that loop through this loop and then chain one, and then you're gonna go into the same stitch where you joined in there, pull up a loop and do the stitch. Yeah, and you do like this. But I think with thick yarn, it's, you know, it's gonna look, the cross is gonna pop out. With the thin yarn, it loses. And even if you use the same crochet hook that the yarn recommends, it loses. And this yarn is not that thick. Yeah. It's nice to, like, you do maybe an infinity scarf or a bag, or even the sleeves, when if you do a, I would say, a sweater, you can use this one and the sleeves. Yep. Then you go on to the first stitch here, slip stitch, and then chain one, and then you're gonna go back into the same stitch where you joined, and you're gonna start to do the stitch, and so on. Yeah, well, if you like this, give it a try. You might like it. Yeah. So it looks like this when you join here. Yeah. Either way, if you do the way you like to join, and you know, and it looks like this. You can see the excess, you know, but with the thin yarn, it loses. You don't see, so you know, it doesn't pop out. That's why I said try to use a thick yarn, and that loop when you pull, make it sure enough that at least twice as that loop on your hook. You know, 2 or 2.5. It looks like this. Well, if you like, and you want to have to do, you know, it goes fast, and with a thick yarn, I think it's gonna be a, well, interesting style. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.